Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Verrier. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about?
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically downfield. You saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
The offense set for a first down play. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Ivory. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Makes the catch. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll try the right side. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Mustangs are on the move. The give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the mark. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Quick handoff. At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Turner. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Ivory. He wants it all. Touchdown, SMU. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. Going to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quick pass on the fly motion. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. To the air, it's Browning. Pressure coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. Here's the handoff. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Play number 9 on this drive. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And the Spartans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Ivory. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the 1st down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Running with power. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. looking for a man. It's Browning. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Fast motion from the offense. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Six plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Trying to beat the D deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To throw, it's Ivory. He'll take another shot here. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He wants to throw here on second down. He's right on target. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Unloads quickly. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, SMU.
And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Running it to the right. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking downfield, it's Browning. Fires to the big fella. He's off to the races. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. The big fella wide open. You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
The Spartans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dumps it off in the flats. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Pulled down for the tackle.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Give to the running back. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Brian.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Going to get the first down.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Using his legs to buy some time. At the 35, he's open. Got a lot of running room. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
It's so difficult when you're running a pass play, but really it becomes a run because he can do that. The quarterback can scramble around. Receivers are running down the field. I got to cover him and run down the field. Now I got to come try to catch this guy who's flying downhill so fast. The angles don't work. He's too athletic. That's why you get a big gain.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Ivory. They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Right down the boulevard. It's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Browning. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Hard running there. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan State 14, SMU 10.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down for the offense.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Turner. Creates a little space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Ivory. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Fights off a defender. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Mustangs! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Give on the inside. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Scanning the field, it's Browning. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. At the 45 on its way. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision...
Touchdown, Smarty! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth in that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Ivory. Gets it out quickly. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to get to it. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Guys, you want to be productive here and not all kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Spartans. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Wants to throw. It's Ivory. Feeling some heat. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. He's going to take off. Takes a hit as he fires. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Ivory. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.